Well, as you heard, we are back and we are arguing as always, but we love you. Blueprint Radio, We Da Shhh. Yes, 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 indeed. We are back on the medium that you fell in love with. I'm your boy DaVizion, and this is Blueprint Radio. Now, of course, you can check us out on, where are we, Lee Ice? It's like to talk so much.
Live.
Well, that loud, very boisterous
I'm too
voice.
loud. Should I back up?
Nah, you ain't, Lee Ice.
Man.
All right, we are on Live 365. Impulse Internet Radio is who we are. www.live365.com/Impulse, or you can download the Live 365 app and listen to Impulse Internet Radio. Now, we have an introduction. We have the world premiere of the First Lady of Impulse.
Give it up.
She is a radio virgin. I'm going to leave that alone. But she is a very talented individual. You would never have had this show without her. And without any more further ado, give it up for Miss Keli Green.
What up, what up, what up?
Yeah, baby.
You heard it.
Welcome, Kelly.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome, Kelly Green.
Kelly Green in the building, live and direct.
Oh, my goodness. You heard them. They are excited. And next to her, the loud one, the elderly, the geriatric, but we couldn't do it without him. You give it up
Gotta believe it.
for gray chin hair.
Don't hate, baby. That's wisdom right here, buddy.
Whatever you got to tell yourself. Give it up for Lee Ice.
Yeah, buddy. We are back in the building. We are at home, our own home. There's nothing like it. No feeling better than this. I am so hyped, buddy.
He is excited, and so am I. Shout out to everybody on Listen Vision. Our past, just recently past place. We did a little YouTubing for about a year. We had some fun. We met some crazy people, and we had a lot of fun times. But we had to come back to this medium because you demanded it.
Yes.
And give it up for everybody on Instagram and Facebook. See Ricardo Brooks out there, a.k.a. Brooksy.
Shout out, Brooksy.
DJ Rob Wonder, Benita White. We see y'all out there. We're going to entertain you shortly. All right. So we're going to get into the first subject of the evening right away. We ain't even gonna play. We're gonna get right into it.
Get right into it.
And now listen, let me tell y'all before we go any further. Now for those listening on the app or listening to the Live 365 link, you can hear our background music. If you're watching us through Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever, you're only gonna hear us talk, which is great, but you might wanna bop your head, so tune in if you like. But Fantasia caused an uproar, folks. Now, Fantasia came out and said the reason why most women have a problem gaining and maintaining relationships is because they won't submit.
Ooh.
Now, Kelly Green, First Lady of Impulse, we are going to put you on the spot because you are the lady in the building. How do you feel about what Fantasia said?
I agree.
Uh-oh.
I agree totally.
Uh-oh.
Now, if you want to find a man and you want that relationship to work, you need to let that man take a leadership role in your world.
Preach.
Now, this doesn't go for any fly-by-night men. This goes for men that you, or a man that you really, really are into.
Okay.
And you both have a lot to bring to the table and you want to settle down. So, submit. It's in the Bible.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I hear that. Now Lee Ice is itching, but I'm gonna make him itch a little bit longer. Okay? Because I need to pick up on a few points of Kelly Green's, if you wouldn't mind here. So you said that women should submit to their men, but if I'm hearing you correctly, that man has to prove himself worthy to have an individual submit to them, correct?
Worthy of being your king.
Kings. We see a lot of that on Instagram and Facebook. Kings and queens and kings.
Because that's what we are.
But I see a lot of jokers out there, female and male. Yeah. Because some of them heifers, you don't want them to submit to you.
No.
They've submitted quite often.
And you don't want that man to lead you. There's plenty of them out there.
Now.
So it's up to you to differentiate which you want to date.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you pulled it together there. And for those of you who are just tuning in, of course, we tend to ding people who mispronunciate words.
Hey, where's the bell at?
And normally, Lee Ice.
Hey.
So Lee Ice gets the first bell.
Why is it the first bell?
Hold on. I got somebody in here. Now, Jorge Morris says, give a huge shout out to Carmen. Oh, Carmen. George. Carmen. Jorge says, what it do, baby? Now Rico Blanco Customs. Now, you know Rico Blanco, he'll paint anything on a shoe. I told you he made me some Jordans that looked like a box of Newports. Or they might have been a box of Newports.
It might have been
I don't know.
I think it was a box of Newports.
It was well painted. Now,
couple boxes.
Now,
I hope your foot not that damn small.
It's not nothing small.
Were they menthol?
Now, they were menthol. There was a tingly, refreshing feeling. Now, Rico says women are supposed to submit, but men are also to submit to their women. The good book says that husbands and wives respect each other. I used bus fare to get to the county fair, and I had a corn dog there. Rico, shout out. Now, Rico he dropped it down, and he agreed with you, Kelly Green.
Yes.
He agreed with you that they should submit to each other. Now, please, excuse C Murder in the background. That's not how we feel about relationships. That's just what came up on the DJ mix. But Lee Ice, you are an elderly man.
Yes, I am.
You come from the 50s when there was the nuclear family and the woman. They're not shots. You had martinis. When you came home from work, the woman had an apron on. She looked like Leave It to Beaver's mother, okay? So how do you feel about the submitting, Lee Ice?
Kelly Green couldn't have said it any better. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I think. But also, the men got to be worthy of being submitted to. Mm-hmm. Did I say that right? Or should I say submissive to?
No, submitted to. Because see, submissiveness and submit are two different things.
Okay.
A woman can be extremely strong and still submit to her mate. Okay? Right. And submit to the ideal of the relationship and what the relationship will ultimately end up being. However, okay, she does not have to be submissive, meaning that she doesn't have to be passive, and she doesn't have to hold her opinion to herself.
Right.
And she can voice her opinion and be on an equal plane with the male when it comes to the relationship.
Well, I call it a modern day submissive. Like you just say, they don't hold your voice, don't hold your opinion. You're still on an equal plane,
submitting,
but at the same time,
right.
Be submissive to your man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
In what way, Lee Ice? Expound. We have a couple ladies.
Give your man an opportunity to lead you.
Okay.
See if he's going to lead you in the right direction.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Listen, to me, that's a major issue with today's relationship. Women, even men, we don't listen to each other.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of lesbian relationships.
We hear each other.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of lesbian relationships though.
And it takes.
And I'm not talking about two women. I'm talking about there's a lot of dudes that act like bitches out here.
I agree with you. Some men don't even deserve to be listened to.
And that's the issue.
Because if you're saying some bullshit, the woman's not going to listen to you.
I think you have to amend what you're saying then, because you have to prove that you are worthy to be followed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Mm-hmm. That doesn't come immediately. You don't meet the girl and two weeks later fix my plate, bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not how it should be. You have to earn your stripes.
Like I said, you got to earn it.
Yeah, you got to earn your stripes. So,
and women just don't give that shit away.
Right.
Make a man earn it.
Yes.
The ice.
Make that man earn it.
To the baritone.
King title.
Because you are a queen at the end of the day.
Hey, Sterling.
Exactly.
Shout out to Sterling Mercer. He said, preach on,
Yeah.
June Cleaver. What's that? And Sterling, that's what we're trying to say, because what we see is we see a lot of younger people out here, okay? We see young people, and they have this, and not just necessarily the younger generation. We see people in our generation, Generation X, and even before us, that have it twisted. They demand, and they want all these things, but they tell half the story. So people say they want to go back to the 50s. Well, the man earned all the money back then, and he took care of every need. Retirement, college funds, clothes, drawers, Drano, everything was out the man's
butter.
So then you can get those type of treatments. But if you and your lady are both going out to work every day, then you can't expect to be waited on hand and foot. However, there needs to be time made for both individuals.
Hey, Courtney C made a great point. Shout out to Courtney C. He got to be a man first.
Yes. No little boy.
He got to be a man first.
Absolutely. Shout out to Coach. Coach was supposed to be in the building. But he, Coach has a lot to say about this, and I'm sure when he's back next week, he will tell you, but he's listening in. So you definitely, if you want to say something to Coach, you can definitely hit him on his social media, because he is on it right now with a bowl of tapioca pudding, sitting Indian style on the floor, watching and listening to Blueprint Radio.
Trying to be a king.
No, that was very
Tell me what y'all think. Keith, Rogers, Turn, Thorne, Nicole. Tell me what y'all think. Derek, the coach, he out there. Like Courtney C, he gotta be a man first.
Absolutely.
Curtis Hawkins, what you think?
Absolutely.
Nicole Trent, what you think, baby? Tell us what you think. Angie Watt, what's up?
But the
Let
issue,
us know.
You touched on something earlier, Leisa. You said listening.
Yeah,
and people do need to listen to each other, but they need to do the listening at the beginning. You see, everybody wants to jump to step Z. Want to jump in bed and, that's my bae, and that's my king. Some girls been on their 7th king for the summer. Hot girl summer's been busy.
Hot girl summer has been busy.
Yeah.
Those are the women that aren't looking that aren't looking for kings at the time. They're looking for Mr. Right now, not Mr. Right.
Well,
that's the difference. That's the hot girl summer.
Now, is that a systemic issue?
As far as
the girls looking for Mr. Right now. Now, is that by choice, or is that from some deep-seated emotional damage from previous relationships and or abuse?
Kelly Green, I have a question.
Yes.
What's the difference? And I know it's a difference between Mr. Right and Mr. Right Man. Can you elaborate?
Well, Mr. Right Now gives you all the things that you need for right now. And we're talking about the female wanting of a male companion for right now.
The D.
Yes, the D.
Somebody hit the bottom of that.
Mr. Right is going to give you the D, but he's also going to give you his opinion. He's going to give you his love. He's going to give you his affection. He's going to give you everything that you need all the time. Mr. Right Now does not do that.
Well, and that's really, and shout out to Sterling again. Shout out to Terry Graham, Neighbor Lane. He said that's all biblically correct, as you said, Kelly. And well, I guess what I'm hearing is people need to slow down.
Yes.
Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Well, I have another question for you, Mr. Kelly Green.
Yes.
You called her Mr. Kelly Green.
I am so sorry.
Yes, you did. Hello.
Mrs. Kelly Green. And can Mr. Right now turn into Mr. Right?
He could.
But that's taking a big chance, though.
But
that's taking a big chance, because Mr. Right, engaging in the behavior of Mr. Right now, can kind of cut you off from really what it could be.
Again, shout out to my niece, Courtney C. She said Mr. Right Now is different for every woman.
Yes.
No, Mr. Right Now is the same. There may be different things, but it's still the same premise and principle. I'm playing house.
Right.
And the problem with playing house is you're not closing the door. You understand? So Mr. Right Now is I'm sorry, Courtney C. That's along the same lines as Hot Girl Summer. And there's another word for that. It's hoeing. Okay, hoeing from the man and hoeing from the female. No. You can't time out until I finish the point. Okay, there it is. So slowly open your ear and listen. So
I got two.
When you're playing Mr. Right Now, okay, you're playing with and Mrs. Right Now, okay? The problem is the majority of people out here playing unprotected. Okay, so you got kids coming from Mr. Right and Mr. Right Now, okay? And those kids are now suffering because you gambled. You took a chance. Lee Ice, you're a poker player. Yeah. You understand gambling.
Right.
And long shots, okay? That's a long shot. Mr. Right Now is a long shot. So that means, you know what the odds are also going to give you? AIDS, herpes, crabs, syphilis, scabies, okay?
Chlamydia.
Yes, the Goonie Goo Goo. Okay, that's so Mr. Right Now, even though we've all done it, no one is above reproach here, but we can all tell you that it wasn't beneficial, okay? Or the jury isn't out on it. Like, now, I agree with you. There are times that Mrs. Right Now, Mr. Right Now can turn into something, but it's very rare, and all you have to do
how
is...
do you know that? Mr. Right, see, this is what I'm saying. Mr. Right Now and Mrs. Right Now is always first. Because they're going to turn into... You don't know who Mr. Right and Mrs. Right is at the beginning.
No.
Everybody is Mr.
But
Right
you're confusing
Mr. Right now.
You're confusing terms. Go ahead, Kelly.
Some people do fall in love with their Mr. Right Now. And some people do fall in love with their Mrs. Right.
Because when you first meet a person, isn't it right now?
You know what's right now? You hitting the
I
mic.
know. You know I'm a caveman.
Yo, see, I know. When we upload this video to the Impulse and Blueprint Media YouTubes, we're gonna give you clips and we're gonna show you that clip in perpetuity. Okay? No,
I'm a caveman, y'all. I'm sorry.
He is a caveman, Knuckles Dragon, but Lee Ice, we still love you.
Yes.
But I think you're confusing the terms. Okay? I understand what you're trying to say, but that whole figuring it out is courting. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to jump into bed. Mr. Right Now, for lack of a better term, is sexing. Okay? You put the cart before the horse. Okay?
I mean, it's not all about sex.
No. You're confusing the term. That's you trying to put a label on it. That is what it is. That's what the definition of female is telling you that Mr. Right Now is for sex.
Okay.
You're trying to make it into something else, and I understand that. What you're referring to, that's for me, is courting and going the proper way of trying to figure things out. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Mr. Right Now is the draws.
Okay.
The draws. Now, what do y'all feel now? What do y'all feel at home?
Let us know, y'all.
Well,
give us y'all opinion.
Yeah, I know that was a hot subject, and we may come back and talk about it a little bit more, but we need to get into some commercials. So we're going to get into these commercials, and we'll be right back here on Blueprint Radio. We Da Shhh
Radio.
What's up, y'all? How we doing?
Thank y'all.
How we doing? You like it? We on our own here.
Courtney C, Curtis, Nikki. What's up, baby? Terrence, what's up, man? Hey, y'all Cowboys 3-0. Keith, what's up, bud? The coach, Derek Wilders. Damon, throw it up, David. Yeah, man. All of y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Will I Am. What's up, baby? Will. Big Brian. What's up, the big Uganda? Thank all y'all for tuning in, man. Without me, oh man, I just love all y'all. Thank y'all again. We're on a commercial break right now. How long is the break, y'all?
Another minute.
Courtney C, you're right. The problem is there are too many people trying to define what is yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're right, Courtney.
Hi.
What's
up, y'all? How we doing? How we doing?
It's different for
Oh, thank you,
everyone.
Bear Farmer. Bear Farmer says good to
I
have
was
us
about
back.
to say that, Courtney. We might get back into it. But you're right. You are right. Thank all of y'all tuning in, giving your boy love and support. This is us. It's your boy. This is my station with my man DaVizion, Keli Green. This is what we own. This is what we bled sweat for. With all y'all support, man. We love it. We at home. How many minutes we got, baby?
About to come right back in.
About to come back live, y'all.
Yeah. Did y'all like the commercials? Sounded real professional, didn't it?
Yeah.
We're back, and this is Blueprint Radio. We Da Shhh. This is DaVizion. I'm here with Keli Green and the always loud and yelling in the background, the hype man like no other, Lee Ice. I couldn't do without him. I love him.
Am I really yelling, Keli Green? Tell the truth.
You're fine.
I'm back.
You're not yelling for a wind tunnel, technically, or an Amazon forest. I jest, people. You know, if you're a fan, you know that I mess with Lee Ice all the time, and if I didn't, he wouldn't think I was messing with my homie. But welcome back. We see all of you here. We love each and every one of you. You're on the lives. My lip fell over the bottom like, what?
We on the what?
My lip were on the lives.
Oh, okay.
Yes, people. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So we're gonna get into a new segment. Okay. The new segment, Lee Ice, is called Keli's Green Tea, where you get all the celebrity gossip, all the news, and blind items. You never know what she's gonna have, but it's always gonna be entertaining.
Keli's Green Tea.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
That is so original.
Well, first on the hot sheet, we're going to talk about Antonio Brown.
Antonio,
are we tired of talking about him?
Who, Antonio Brown?
Yes. Well, we all know that he decided to wash his hands of the NFL.
Okay.
Amidst many of people saying that he's a nasty man.
Now, Keli Green, you can't. Nasty in what way?
He's trying to freak.
Shout out to DaVizion.
Oh my.
Oh wow. So Antonio Brown is nasty.
He's
just
a nasty man.
Okay.
So he quit. Well, first of all, he had a little rendezvous with one of his painters in the house.
A man?
A woman.
Oh, did he pick him up from Home Depot?
Well, he was making sexual advances towards her, and she did not like it. So she put in a claim, and this was in 2017, to have him come up off some money.
Okay.
So to speak.
So she took the money though.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She wanted to get the message out about Antonio Brown.
Okay.
And he started sending her menacing texts.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And it was a part of a group chat.
Okay.
Yeah. And everybody got to know Mr. Nasty Man Antonio Brown.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Next, I want to talk about Lizzo.
Lizzo.
Is that the big girl?
That is our full-figured
Full
Lizzo.
figuredly ice. You can't call them big draws.
I can call her big because I'm big.
Do you mess with big girls?
I can call her big because I'm big.
You notice how he went over the question. Go ahead, Kelly Green. We're sorry.
So Lizzo, she decided she wanted to put out there in the Instagram world that her Uber Eats driver, Tiffany W, stole her food. Can you believe that? She stole her food. So she put it out on Instagram with the woman's picture and everything and was like, yeah, she stole my food. I'm hungry. Ding, 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 ding.
Here's my problem with that, okay?
Uh-huh.
Lizzo was winning all summer, okay? She was winning. She was taking back female empowerment. She was doing everything she was supposed to do to become cool and become a star. She had white people rocking everything.
Had everybody.
You're winning, and then you go do something fat.
Uber Eats.
Oh no, you didn't say do something fast. We
That's-
all do
If
stuff
I
fast.
would have said that,
That's a
you would have been
fact.
on it. But you said,
No, you didn't know what the context was going. You called her big before the story. I listened to the story and came to the determination and
you
conclusion
took big
That was fast.
as far as